don't have anything under consent, so we'll move on to the general action items. And 6.1, engagement of staff's consultants. Consider and authorize the interim city manager to execute the best efforts agreement with Interwest Incorporated. And you should all have a copy of this up here. It's a pretty long document, lists all the prices that are going to be charged for various people and their services. And do I hear a motion to approve the best efforts agreement as it was provided?
I have questions. I have comments.
Okay, can I hear a motion in a second?
I motion to approve the best efforts agreement with Interwest.
Do I have a second?
Second. Chair Cashman.
Okay, let's get on.
Chair Cashman.
Yeah.
You also do need to allow.
Oh, well, I should call for public comment, then maybe I should call for it now.
Number 3.
Yes, but is there any general public comment that somebody wishes to comment on this contract or something about it? Please come on up.
Do you have anything to say?
That's what was one of my questions. Can we have a copy of the terms and agreements or what the cost of services?
Good reading. Now, let's discuss this. Do I hear some discussion on this item? Cheryl?
Yeah. Page 3 of 6, Article 4, it's 4.1b. It's the last sentence. This, I think, is just, it's the third sentence from the bottom of the paragraph. It starts out, or cancellation in accordance with the work items, semicolon, provided in no event shall the amount which would have been blah, blah, blah. That didn't make sense to me. I'm wondering if the semicolon should go after provided.
Do we have a comment from Interwest on this? First, did you get what it was that was being asked?
Yes, and I'd actually defer to the city attorney on that. Half of the legal terms of these contracts, I don't think I get either. So I would however the wording the city attorney would prefer.
I think the wording's okay. I just think the semicolon's in the wrong place, because if you read the sentence, I mean, as it is, provided in no event shall the amount which would have been paid to consultant for the full performance of the services. That fragment doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, it should be.
Maybe she can explain.
And actually, it was our proposed contract, so I apologize if that semicolon was in the
Well, I think, maybe provided that and no event could make sense of it.
No, it still doesn't.
Okay.
Would you put a comma after provided?
No, I would just move the semicolon to, and with the work items provided, comma,
Okay.
or semicolon, in no event shall the amount which would have been paid to the consultant for the full performance of the service. I believe, but then I'm not an attorney. So.
Actually, in looking at it, it looks to me like a couple of words missing.
Okay.
Because it really ought to be in accordance with the work items provided, comma, or so on, semicolon, one or the other. In no event shall the amount exceed that which has been paid to the consultant for the
Thank
full
you,
performance
Cheryl.
of the services. In other words, there's a statement missing.
Good job.
Good
Good job.
Yeah. It's just something was left out. So.
Does that correction make sense to you, Cheryl?
Yes.
Okay. Are there more thoughts on this contract from
Yes.
council? Okay.
Page 4 of 6. It says 6.1 representation. That paragraph, a city representative shall be designated by the city manager and a consultant representative shall be designated by the consultant, primary contact person for each party. I just wondered when that would be done.
You mean when the designation might be done?
Right.
There is also different, we work on that, on it.
Okay, then under 6.5A, legal action, A, it says it shall be brought in a court of competent jurisdiction in Orange County.
Interesting. No,
Okay, I just wondered if there was a reason Orange County.
No.
Okay. So Riverside County.
Yeah, it is.
Can I continue?
Oh, certainly, Cheryl.
6.6, the next page, the second paragraph under assignment. The very last sentence, consultancies of subcontractors for additional services shall not be unreasonable by the city, provided consultant notifies the city in advance. I have no problem with that whole paragraph, except I didn't see anything in there talking about ensuring no conflict, ensuring, E-N-S-U-R-I-N-G, no conflict of interest. I mean, is that something that we should be, as sub-consultants, I don't know, should we be asking if there should be no conflict of interest if there are sub-consultants used, or subcontractors? Or would there even be a chance of a conflict of interest?
Well, in the event that there were a conflict of interest, that would be a reasonable restriction
Okay.
on the part of the city.
The other thing I might add to that is a sub-consultant, in our contracts with a sub-consultant, they would be beholden to all the terms in this agreement. So anything in this agreement all flows down to them as well. So conflict of interest or any of these other items.
Oh, I did have one other, when we go to the exhibits, Exhibit B1 and then Exhibit B2, I just had a question. This is the on-call / staff augmentation services in the listing of the hourly billing rates. Is this is this included perhaps for after July 1st? Is that the intent? Just so that we have it?
Yes.
Okay, thanks very much. That concludes my comments.
Are there comments from others of the council?
Thank you, Cheryl.
My only comment was the inauguration ceremony. Was Erlen going to be able to help us with that?
Okay, we have a contract that some items have been altered in or modified. So do I hear a motion to accept those modifications? And do you want them read? Do I hear a motion?
Yes. I will motion to accept the contract as amended.
Is there a second? Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes 5-0. Thank you. I guess we had a few copies of the contract up here.
I have a
So
copy.
even though I thought we didn't
Get
have it.
us one, please.
These are not official copies because the changes aren't on them, but they are details you'll probably remember. Okay, we're official down there in a